What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another BTR video.
Before we get started, please like, comment, and subscribe.
We're back at it again. Another tier list video. This time, MLB. The season ended, I guess, a while ago now, a couple of weeks. Just got time to do this now. Just ranking how they finished off the season. This is strictly based on preseason expectations. Yeah, so it was like, for example, if a team you expected to win the World Series does bad, they might be lower than another team that was supposed to do bad, but they did better but still missed the playoffs. They could be a higher tier.
So taking your expectations, regular season, postseason, all into effect.
Yeah.
Here.
And make sure you guys check out our mid-season one. Even though this will be based on the beginning of the season expectations, our mid-season one is already out in the middle of the year, literally back in July, I believe. Make sure you guys check out our NFL one. We released that mid-season for that last week, I believe. So without further ado, let's get right into it.
All right.
First, let's off the bat.
F teams, Yankees.
Oh, okay. No, Yankees?
Yes.
No. Put the Yankees back down. We'll talk about that later.
Mets.
Take the Yankees down.
Padres. And then, who else was it? To the Yankees.
Put the Athletics in there.
Athletics.
The Orioles, the O's were the big. The A's were a shit show.
They were a shit show.
Okay. Yeah, the first two teams, literally, they had the money. Literally, San Diego was my World Series finalist. The Mets literally had at least make the playoffs, make some noise. Neither of them made the playoffs. Yeah, simple as that. That's why they're at F. The A's, they just suck. Literally, they were just terrible.
They were worse than bad.
50 wins.
They were worse than bad.
Out of 162.
Mets, Padres, yeah, spent a lot of money. You got a Juan Soto trade as well.
Yeah.
Season before last year, and you couldn't do anything with the Blake's now winning Cy Young.
Yeah.
Now as well.
Okay, S. Put the Texas Rangers, World Series champions, and put the finalists, the Arizona Diamondbacks. Texas says it for themselves. They were literally a team.
And the Orioles.
Yeah.
I'll give them credit.
They were literally a team that, I give myself credit because I thought they were going to be me and you were arguing mid-season if they were A or S because I expected them to be that good at that time. And then you thought they were way above and beyond. And honestly, I didn't think World Series. I thought a playoff team, wild card playoff team, which they were, but they were leading the division 90% of the year, whatever the number was. And they ended up winning it all. And obviously, if you're a winner, it doesn't matter what level you are. Expectation-wise, you're there. Arizona weren't supposed to make the playoffs this year.
Bro, they weren't.
Let alone make the playoffs.
They made the playoffs.
Barely made the playoffs.
Worst team in the playoffs.
And made it all the way.
Beat the Phillies, beat the Dodgers, beat the Brewers.
And made it all the way to the finals and lost the World Series. Though. So they need to be there. And the Orioles.
I'll go with the Orioles. There's just everyone thought they were going to be last place in the toughest
still
division.
Be competitive but bad.
Toughest division in baseball, and they absolutely dominated the division and became first place. Yes, they got swept in the postseason, but the regular season was so great that no matter what they did in the postseason, they deserved the credit because they weren't supposed to take this massive
101 wins, right?
Yeah,
so triple-digit wins.
They were supposed to be last place in the division.
Yeah. All right, let's get to it now.
Yankees.
Reason why I didn't want to put them F is A, toughest division of baseball. B, I know they missed the playoffs. Don't get me wrong, but they were also a winning record team at the end of the day. So I'm putting them in D.
I'll agree with you. I might have jumped the gun a little bit, but at the end of the day, the thing with me is reason why I jumped the gun is you were supposed to be the best team in the division, and now you're not.
Yeah.
Right. So I guess you also have a Cy Young winner that that also did not make the playoffs, like the Padres, and the Garrett Cole, unanimous winner there. But I guess I'm a D is fair just because Mets and Padres. Mets had a top division too, but Mets were
yeah, but the Jays, literally every team had a chance of making the playoffs at one point.
Yeah, they did, right?
Red Sox still had a little bit of an argument, but not as high as everybody else.
Oh, yeah, Mets had a terrible record, never mind.
Yeah. These guys had a winning record. That's the only reason why I'm giving them that. And Aaron Judge was
Padres had a winning record too.
But they finished off with that.
But no, well, keep them F. They deserve to be there.
Okay, never mind. I didn't know they. Yeah, but it was because of late game stuff too.
All right, Seattle Mariners.
B or C?
I think C, because you were supposed to take that. You made the postseason finally.
Yeah.
You're supposed to take that jump. Struggled mightily up until the August run they had, where they took the division lead at one point, then fell off again, right? So their trajectory were supposed to go, they were supposed to take the next step, but they didn't, and they missed the playoffs, even though they were in a position to make it.
The only reason why I'm saying B was they were in the playoff race literally till like the second last day, and for that alone, I still think I had to put them in B because eventually when we get to the Jays, it's probably gonna be the same thing for me. They were literally finished 2 games behind the first place, so I cannot put them in C for that reason.
No, fine.
That's the only reason. Because they made it a competition before. Obviously, it was mid-season, before the trade deadline. They were gonna be like D or F, arguably. But because they made it a run and Julio Rodriguez went insane and had MVP type numbers in the second half, they made it a race and they were genuinely right there of making the playoffs.
Yeah, that's
so that's the only reason why I'm putting them in B.
Tampa Bay Rays.
A.
Yeah.
Comfortable wildcard team. Obviously choked. Had a historic start.
Injuries too.
Yeah, historic
McClanahan
start.
Injured. Yeah, McClanahan injured. Other pitching, Rasmussen's injured. And they still found a way to make it.
They always do. Spend some money if you want to be good.
Exactly. But they have to also have like attendance.
Yeah.
True.
Like, okay, no. Okay, it's obviously based on field play, so it's fine. But man, as a brand, they're like below F, man.
Yeah,
like,
they are.
You have a playoff game and you have like no one in the 20Ks showing up even. Like 19 or whatever it was. That's insanely terrible.
But
Jays are a B.
Overall, looking at Rays, I mean, like they were top wild card locked.
Yeah.
Right.
They had the division for a while. Bit.
For the first month.
Jays B.
Yeah.
Underwhelming year, even though they had 89 wins. Insane defense, deservingly so of the team Gold Glove. Great pitching, but yeah, for whatever reason, their bread and butter let you down, which was the offense. Everybody thought you were a World Series contender, maybe a winner, but the fact you guys are only B. And we want to, based on, as Jays fans, we want to put you in D, but because how boring it was to watch the offense side of things.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you made the playoffs. You had your up and down year, but like once again, 0 wins in the postseason core. Yeah. So
Miami Marlins, I want to go in A. Again, tough division with the Mets.
How's this coach of the year, manager of the year?
They have manager of the year Schumacher. With the Mets, Phillies, Braves. And they found a way to make the playoffs off of that. Sandy Alcantara struggling as well, but Luis Arraez, just what can you say more about that guy? Josh Chisholm is also very good young piece they have, and Jorge Soler, I believe, is a
free agent
now as well. But honestly, good year from Miami. Nobody expected to be here to the playoffs, right? And they managed to get out of the division with the playoff spot. F.
St. Louis?
F.
Yeah.
F. I think
you had the NL MVP last year, Paul Goldschmidt.
Yeah.
Last year, obviously. When we're recording this, the MVP hasn't been announced yet, so and the Cy Young just got announced. But you have third baseman Arenado. You had some decent pitchers.
You
traded away.
Montgomery.
So yeah, I don't know what happened to you guys this year. It was like, I don't know. It was like the
Pujols.
Washington. Pujols left and you guys shot the bed.
Pujols and Molina.
Yeah. I agree with that because their expectations were like playoffs.
They were weak division.
Playoffs, yeah.
They were in weak division.
All right, next up, Houston is a B.
Yes, they are.
They did win the division, but it was barely.
But they're ALCS too.
Yeah.
A. They have to be A. It might not have been a typical Houston year where they dominated.
That's why I'm comparing it to the typical Houston year minus 2017.
You still made that. Considering your postseason performance, you're the only team that had a bye to actually win the
almost beat the Rangers
and almost beat the Rangers in 7 as well. But it wasn't typical. It was
horrible home record. Like you guys are the opposite of the Warriors for some reason.
You clearly tell that you cheated. Weren't cheating this year because your home record was good.
Home record was terrible this year.
I mean, it was terrible. That's how you know. They're ALCS. You gotta give them that, right?
Sure.
Braves.
A. I want to put them S with the historic offensive year, but their expectations were World Series.
Honestly,
and the fact that you lost to Arizona you lost to the Phillies.
I could have considered B almost.
No, hell
as well.
No.
But your regular season was good. You're the best team in baseball. Yeah. But your expectation, you're disappointed in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Right. Ronald Acuna didn't appear in the playoffs.
Might as well put the Phillies up there too.
Yeah, might as well put the Phillies with them just because
they had the opposite effect. They beat you in the playoffs, but you had Braves had the better.
Phillies locked a wild card spot early on
Yeah.
as well, but they were supposed to make it. The Arizona upset them in the NLCS, but at the end of the day, if you make a championship series, right, you gotta be at least A or S in my opinion.
Cleveland.
Unless you're the Orioles, just because you have like an insane jump that they had.
Yeah, Cleveland is a C.
Yeah,
I mean, that whole division should be C, right? Except put the Twins in B and put the whole division.
Twins won a world. They won a playoff series.
So they gotta be B still.
They still gotta be B, but everyone else.
Cleveland, yeah. Let's just quickly finish these two teams. Cleveland, yeah. You guys should have been a playoff team or at least fighting. You guys weren't even fighting for the division.
Previously a playoff team before.
Yeah, like you guys were out by 9 games. That's not good. 78 win team. Twins, yeah. You guys won a playoff series. Unfortunately against our Jays, but even then you guys were you got destroyed in the next round. But yeah, and you're in a weak division. Like,
well, it's 3-1.
Yeah, you guys are in a weak division at the end of the day as well. So,
I know, credit to you. You won a postseason game,
Yeah.
something the other teams might not have done. I don't know why I'm wearing the jersey right now. I'm so pissed off still. Rockies.
see, are they D or they have 59 wins in a 162 game season?
They're F.
They're in the NL West. If you're wondering how the division
Yeah.
is like. If you're giving 50, okay, so if you're putting them in F, then put the Kansas City Royals in F as well
Yeah.
because they have 56 wins.
It's just not good enough, I guess, right? No expectation, yes. You could put you in D, arguably, if you're basing off that. But at the end of the day, we gotta take a record into effect as well.
If you have over 100 losses, I think you have to be an F tier team at the end.
Yeah,
of the day.
exactly. But you have to take a record into account as well, right? Sometimes we base it too much on expectation, but sometimes we gotta look at the record.
Okay, Okay, are we done with them?
Yeah, we're done Rockies.
Okay, put Detroit in C
Yeah.
and put Cleveland in D.
because Detroit.
I didn't realize that.
Detroit finished out of Cleveland. Yeah.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Detroit 78. I didn't honestly. This should be slightly taking a jump. One of our younger teams. Obviously, you have one of the worst players in baseball. That's supposed to be a star in Javi Baez.
Strikeout machine.
But yeah, no, I didn't realize that. So swapped them.
What about that too?
Detroit 78 wins, almost 500ish. I guess a couple of games either or.
You're a young team. You weren't supposed to be.
So that means my bad. 11 games Cleveland were behind.
Yeah.
Not 9. Okay, so the 9 was Detroit.
So that's even more disappointing.
Yeah.
For
So Detroit deserves to be there because I expected Cleveland to be a better team than Detroit, anyways.
Milwaukee Brewers, for me, they're a B team.
Yeah.
They've been in the same realm as the Jays, making the playoffs, but just not doing anything with it.
To the point where your manager jumped ship and joined your rival.
Yeah, Craig Counsell. That's another reason why. But one thing is with the Brewers, they have a little bit easier division than the Jays, but at the end of the day, you got to be beating Arizona, right?
Yeah.
Angels,
D
as usual.
I want to put them F, but 73. They were still at least this year they were kind of in it.
The Angels are just a solid D team every year.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Two of the best players in baseball, and you can't do shit.
They have that little stretch where they start going off like, yo, they might make the playoffs.
Like, how do you have a generational talent and then once in a century talent and not do good?
Yeah. But like they always have that, okay, at the beginning, yo, Angels might make the playoffs.
Yeah.
One of them gets injured. Downhill from there.
Yeah.
But this time they freaking went out in the trade deadline and that failed too. I mean,
and now you might lose Ohtani.
And yeah, now you might lose Ohtani as well. The Pittsburgh Pirates.
D.
They're D. They had a insane
start,
yeah. We're leading the division.
Until the Jays swept them and they fell down the hill.
Yeah. The one thing the Jays did good.
Yeah.
Red Sox, I think they're still
D.
In my opinion, I thought the Red Sox were worse than the Orioles. Like I would have had Red Sox projected last.
Yeah.
But they honestly, I didn't expect them to be. I expected them to be worse.
Yeah.
Right. What was it? Was it? They were just under 500 too.
Yeah.
Right. 78 wins. So, but like Justin Turner still proved that he could be a valuable player.
Yeah.
Kenley Jansen's still a good closer. Masataka Yoshida had Rookie of the Year chances, and they have a young prospect pool, good prospect pool as well. So we'll see where they head.
Put the Padres in D.
Why?
Because San Francisco finished below them, and I can't put them in D. And put San Francisco in C or D, one of those two.
We'll put them in D too then.
Because if Yankees are in D, the San Diego Padres have to be in D.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
Well, we have no one in C right now, but I think the C ones are coming.
C ones are coming still.
Not really, actually.
Never mind. No, I might like low-key want to give Dodgers a C.
No.
Like, you got swept.
Yeah, but you're
Brutally swept.
100-win team in the playoff. They're a B team.
Okay, they're a B team, fine. But brutally swept. It's not like they were in any game. They got absolutely
I'll give
dominated.
them a B. I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Arizona as well. I just don't know.
Yeah,
Arizona
no.
also had a division lead for a while too, right? Until
For
the
the
Dodgers.
beginning, and then
until
Dodgers
Dodgers
ran
took
away
over,
with
yeah.
it because it was 16 games outside.
Yeah.
White Sox, D or F?
What did they finish off? They were
61 wins. You got to put them D probably.
they're supposed to be good though.
No, I didn't. Not this year. That was
Yeah.
last year.
Like Lucas Giolito fell off from his Cy Young year, right? And then Dylan Cease was still good. Luis Robert, everyone else just was terrible. Chicago Cubs, I think they're C.
You think C?
Yes, they barely missed out, right?
Yeah.
But like, they're still. I think they're still behind the Milwaukee Brewers
They were
and Dodgers.
one game. I was gonna say B.
I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Cause
Or is it Reds? Reds should be C then.
I know. Okay, actually, the Reds should be higher than the Reds. Were not supposed to be this good either. They have 82 wins.
The both weren't supposed to be good. They were both weren't supposed to be good.
Because if you're having Miami, actually no, you put no. Where'd you
Miami
put
made it though. That's
but
a
they're A, right?
They're different.
So the Reds got to be B.
Alright, so Reds. Who
The
finished
Cubs
higher?
actually spent this year. They got Dansby.
Who
Swanson.
finished higher, Reds or Cubs?
Cubs by one game.
I don't know. I don't know how to
But
do this.
but think about it. Were the Reds were even supposed to be this close for a playoff spot? No.
Both teams weren't.
No, Reds especially though.
Yeah.
The Reds had like so many rookies playing this year.
I think they both are C.
So put the Reds in B, in my opinion.
Bro, B is like playoff teams too, you know?
Yeah, but then we have like,
Okay, fine. I could put Reds, but Cubs have to be C then.
yeah, I'm fine with Cubs C.
Yeah.
Because the Cubs at least have Dansby Swanson, and they went to have their Seiya Suzuki. They went out and got him overseas, and then like couple.
A couple years ago.
And then you had Marcus Stroman on that team. You got added Cody Bellinger. That doesn't scream to me they're gonna be bad.
That doesn't scream to me playoffs.
That I could see a playoff
Like,
team there.
Cody
though.
Bellinger wasn't supposed to be anything
But
special.
they spent like they were gonna be a playoff team.
No, they didn't.
Cody Bellinger won.
Who isn't special?
Prove it year though.
It was a prove it year. So
So they got
the only good signing they made that like, okay, you're confident that this guy might be good.
Dansby Swanson.
Was Dansby Swanson.
So that's
He's
the
not
thing.
good enough to carry a team to a playoffs though.
So you
As well.
How do you want to do this? You want to put the Reds down?
I thought Reds and Cubs are similar in
But
my personal opinion.
Because if we have the Mariners there, the Reds got to be there for sure. Especially the Reds' expectations are way different than the Mariners'
But I personally
expectations.
believe Mariners were C at the beginning. At my first shout. As well.
So you're saying the playoff team should be B?
I mean, that's what I'm kind of looking at from that perspective, yes.
It's fine. If you want to drop the Mariners, you could drop the Mariners. They
Right.
were in it till the end. I get that.
But they're disappointed.
yeah.
They were supposed to be in. That's a different
Yeah, because
story.
you had Texas missing over them.
That's the thing. So
'Cause I guess my expectations were slightly different. No, Reds I could still argue B.
Reds, okay. Reds I could see. I could see Reds.
Yeah.
I'll give you Reds.
Cubs will be
But I don't
C.
think Mariners are B just because they disappointed. They were supposed to make the playoffs.
Because the Reds were not supposed to be in that
If the
position.
Blue Jays didn't make the playoffs.
They would have been C or D.
Exactly. So Mariners are the same shout as the
Yeah.
Blue Jays. my opinion.
Reds weren't even supposed to be in that picture. We all know
Yeah,
this.
okay, yeah. Reds, I'll give you Reds.
Yeah.
But I'm saying Mariners is, they weren't good enough
Yeah.
at the end of the day.
All right, go Washington will be D.
Washington, classic. They were bad, but not bad as the A's or the Royals or the Rockies, and disappointing like the Cardinals because they didn't have any expectations.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I'm happy with that. Honestly, nothing much to change.
Yeah, Fs are fine.
Baseball's weird because just like the playoffs style is weird.
Playoffs, there are less playoff teams, right?
Yeah.
I wish it could be weird. They could change it where they have more playoff games and less in the regular season a little bit.
Yeah.
Especially for the AL Easts. It'll really benefit the AL East for that.
But yeah, let's just go down quickly. F.
F is fine. D, I'm fine with D. Anyone moving down? Really? I don't think so. I don't think anyone's moving up.
No.
C. I think White Sox. Could White Sox move down?
No.
Who finished last in that division? The Royals?
Yeah, by a lot.
Okay, yeah. Then never mind. C. Detroit, Mariners, Cubs.
Well, 61 wins and then 56 wins.
Yeah.
So it's up to you if you want to move them down. The White Sox.
I don't know. Would you mind them being F?
I don't care.
All right, well, you might as well. You guys suck anyways.
Yeah, I don't care.
Like, you made the playoffs at 1 year and just never did anything after
Yeah.
that. C teams, I think they're all fine in my opinion.
Yeah.
B teams, I really do want to move the Jays down, but if you're looking at it from just
Playoffs perspective.
they made the playoffs, and yeah, I guess yes, you could put them B. Reds, good jump for them. Dodgers, you were disappointed in the playoffs. I really want to put you C as well.
Yeah.
A, Rays, Miami, Astros. Yeah, all these A's are fine.
Yeah.
And then S is fine for me as well.
Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much our tier list here. Comment what you guys think down below. Comment if you disrespected your favorite team, because we want to know that as well. Comment if you agreed with it. That being said, the baseball season's over. So next up in March, we'll have a preseason ranking out. Long ways to go. So enjoy the off season. Please start making some signings so we could talk some baseball.
Yeah,
on the podcast. If you guys don't know, we have a podcast. If you're new to the channel,
yes.
So make sure you guys subscribe and like as well. Comment anything you guys would like. Any other tier list you would like to see. I know we've been saying that every tier list video. So we'll try to get into like the jerseys or the logo look, how the logos look, or whatever the case may be, or players. So give us some suggestions below. Our next tier list will probably be the NHL or NBA midseason, because at this point we're all caught up, or I guess NFL end of season as well.
Yeah.
But other than that, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And other than that, we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Peace.